Jason Phillips from Appraise, autoappraise.com. Inspecting a 1971 Pontiac Lemans two-door sport convertible, Grand Blanc, Michigan today. As you'll see by watching our videos, I'm not much of an editor, so everything kind of comes to you in all one lump sum. That's a numbers matching 350 two-barrel motor, power steering, power brakes equipped, factory AC equipped, YN code, if you can see that, that's 250 horse. Factory air units all still put together and plumbed. Engine bay is completely stock and original. Maybe some hoses and some clamps got changed, some worm style clamps, but nothing else. Stock heads, stock two-barrel Rochester carburetor, pumping out that awesome 250 horses. Close your ears, I'm going to slam this hood. Oh, maybe I need to slam it harder. Take a peek at the suspension while I do that. The underbody of the car, very solid, clean and original. It's a frame-off car from Tennessee. It's got all the original date-coated glass. Doesn't appear to be any compression marks in the front or rear frame rails. Underbody is very clean. The entire car was completely power washed underneath. Let me show you the floor pans from a side view. Taking the liberty of placing some magnets down low on this car before I started the video. We've got still photos of magnets all around the car, depicting all the areas that stick and the few that don't. And I stress few. Car's got beautiful adhesion all the way around. I would say 95% or greater. Appears to have all original factory body panels in place. That should come into focus in just a minute. Well, we're hoping anyway, right? Very clean floor pans all the way through. There we go. Frame rails are super clean. No evidence of any patches, cuts, welds, anything of that nature. It's a numbers matching transmission unit. I can actually see the number from here. It's going to be hard for you to see it in this video. Numbers matching, VIN stamped correct motor as well. In the rear end, the best that can be is date coded, which it is. Date code correct 10 bolt. It's got the original PMD caps with the hard plastic centers. Original rally wheels. The trunk is super solid. The sports came with the original fluted valance panel and the dual exhaust tips, which this one has. Very straight car. Delivered out of the factory is a cameo white with black straddle buckets, just as it appears now. It was a code 269 on the trim, and 11B I think was the paint code for that. Dashboard still looks all factory original. The car's showing 38,000 miles. I believe that to be 138,000 miles, because this is an all original interior. The seat covers have not been changed. Very minimal amount of seat bolster wear. Minimal amount of brake pedal wear. The window regulators go up and down very nicely. Another indication of not too many miles. The door corners are in beautiful shape. The whole car is in really nice shape. Rear frame rails look excellent. No evidence of collision damage back there. Let's take her for a spin. If I didn't mention that it's got all the original date-coated glass in it, which I think I did, I'm also mentioning the windshield. It's a factory original unit. Date code down in the passenger corner. Won't be able to show it to you on this video. The windshield has survived amazingly good condition. It's got a few little sand pecks, I'll call them. Tiny little pimples. To call them a stone chip would be kind of unfair because they're not very big. The lighter's present in the glove box, that it does work. I had my cell phone plugged in there. Factory AC controls all slide and operate as they should. All the turn signals work as they should. Factory AM FM radio works as designed. Speedometer works. Oil pressure gauge shows we got excellent oil pressure. The car shifts very nicely and crisp. It doesn't feel like it's got a shift kit installed. It just feels like a pretty factory straight up shift. Engine doesn't appear to have any flat spots. We'll get around the corner. Turn signals are operating as they should. Let's get around the corner and see if they cancel like they should. And they do. At least going that way. This was the last year, 71, for the 250 horse, 350 motor. 1972, they dropped them down to a whopping 160 horse. So this is a high horse car by standards of a small block in 1971. It could probably benefit if you wanted to upgrade that, find a 4-barrel intake. It's got the correct date-coded intake on it currently with a 2-barrel on it, but somebody wanted to find a 4-barrel intake and throw a 4-barrel Rochester quadra junk on there, rebuild it. Could probably squeeze a few more horses out of it. As you know, back then they were underrated anyway for horsepower. She's a runner. We're doing about 65 miles an hour, maybe 62 miles an hour. The clock does not work. The wipers work. The horn works. See if we can do this while I'm driving and holding the camera and narrating. Okay, cool. See. Let's go to I think I've got that right, yep. She's blowing ice cold. I wouldn't say ice yet, but it's cooler than it is outside. Today's about a 70-degree day in Michigan. The interior has done a really nice job of surviving. This original wood grain is in nice shape. The wood grain on the console, it's showing a little delamination right in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm trying to watch the road. We've got still photos all the way around the car. There's no idiot lights on. The car steers very straight. Hands off the wheel right now, as you can see. Going down the road without issue. The brakes have recently been rebuilt. Pedals nice and straight and firm, no pulse noted. Car's got, in the still photos, there's photos of the wheels off the car and pictures of the rotors, and that's actually cold. I'm going to shut that off. We don't need it. Let's get on her a little bit and see what she does. Over 70 miles an hour. I'm in a 55, so I'm going to have to back it off here. I'm going to take my hands off the wheel again. Well, I guess it's 45 according to that sign. The car heads down the road nice and straight. I'm going to jam the brakes on here in a second. is a slight pull to the right. Nothing too disconcerting, but worthy of mention. Original console is in very nice shape. These are original door panels with original inserts. The one on my door shows a little bit of wear. I'm going to try to get over here and show it. See where the wood grain is kind of faded. This original fish scale plate is in really nice shape. Power top went down without issue. It does have a boot installed. It's probably a windy shot. I apologize for that. The steering wheel's got this leather wrap on it, and I doubt that's original. We haven't taken it off to see what the condition is of the steering wheel. There is a small hairline crack. You may not be able to see. It's right up here in the corner of the dash. This is an original dash pad. Other than that crack, it shows very nicely. The car's originally a Tennessee car. It was built in the 4th week of June 1971, so it's a pretty late build car. The doors open and close very nice. The magnetic adhesion I had showed you is an excellent, well, again, view the still photos and you can see the 2 or 3 areas that were a couple inches wide where they didn't, where they didn't adhere. They actually stuck, but they slipped off. They wouldn't stay on. The convertible top fits very well. It clamped and unclamped without issue. The power mechanics of it all worked fine. It does not appear that the bows of the top have been restored. We're going to turn the turn signal on and go on the other way now. See how she's canceling. And it cancels as it should. Phillips from Appraise, autoappraise.com. Test driving a 1971 Pontiac Lemans Sport convertible, factory air-conditioned car, up in Grand Blanc, Michigan today. Got about 300 inspectors across the nation, jacking up classic cars and performing test drives and doing analysis on vehicles. If you like looking at classic cars and seeing videos such as this, depicting them for what they truly are, take a look at our account. It's Auto Appraise, all one word, on YouTube. You can also connect with us on Facebook. All that fancy stuff. Appreciate you watching. If you want some information about this car, it is for sale. 800-301-3886 is our office. 810-691-2664, my cell phone number. Feel free to call, ask for a copy of the information we have available on this car, and ask for a link to all the photos. You can view it yourself, inside, outside, upside down, and underneath. Thanks for watching.